Hi everyone, my name is Miss Hannah. I'm from the Bala Cynwyd Library, and today we are going to do a really simple craft. We are going to make fingerprint holiday lights. For this craft, you're going to need just a couple of things. Most importantly, you will need some paints, and you can use any color of paint that you'd like. It's going to be the color of our holiday lights. So I have some pink, some yellow, some red, some green and blue. Like I said, any color that you like and any color that you want your lights to be. So if you want all purple, all pink, rainbow, whatever you'd like, just need about 4 or 5 different types of paints. You'll also need a blank piece of paper. Cardstock will work best. I just have regular computer paper, so that will work fine too. And one other thing that you need is a marker. I have a Sharpie, but I would recommend probably using a washable marker. So let's get started and let's try to make some fingerprint holiday lights. And also, before we get started, it is important to note that you will have paint on you for this activity. So if you don't like to have paint on you, maybe join us next week for a different activity. But for this one, you are going to use paint on your thumbs to make the fingerprint light. So wear old clothes, use washable paint, and prepare to get messy. So let's get started making our fingerprint holiday lights. So to make our holiday lights, the first thing we're going to want to do is make the string. Whenever you see a string of holiday lights, they always have a big, usually either white or green string that holds all the lights onto whatever you're decorating. Whether it be a snowflake or the trees outside, whatever you're decorating, they always have the string. So for that, we are going to take our marker and we're going to make a string to put our lights on. So you're going to want to draw a line with some swirls, because usually if you look at the holiday lights, they never usually come out in one big straight line. They always have some loops in them. So let's draw a nice string of lights. Something like that. A nice strand of lights. So the next thing we need to do is to make little squares along our line, and you're going to make the square where you want to have each light bulb. So whenever you look at the string of Christmas lights, there's always the piece that holds the light onto the string, the little square. And so we are going to draw the little square that will hold our lights. So you don't want to make it too close together so that we have room for all of our lights, but you can put them anywhere you like, and just remember that as many squares as you put, that's how many fingerprints you're going to have to do. So if you don't want to use a ton of paint, maybe don't use quite as many. You do something like this to hold our lights. Let me count how many I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. And don't forget that, again, you have to put your fingerprint where you put the square, so you don't want to put them too close together or else your finger won't fit. And the lights will mold together, but that's okay if that happens. And again, fill in your square. So it should look something like that, a nice strand of lights. Let me see how many squares I ended up with. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'll do 3 more. We'll make 20. 18. Where else can I put one? How about up here? 19. I don't want to get those too close. We'll do one up here at the very top. and 20. So I am going to have 20 lights on my string of holiday lights. So the next thing we're going to do is actually make the light bulbs. So we're going to put our string off to the side and get our paints. And one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning is you'll need a plate or some little cups or something to put your paints in. I'm going to put mine here on this paper plate. So you're going to squeeze a little bit of paint of each color. I'm going to shake mine first. This one seems pretty watery. Let's see. Use some red. Red might not work. It got pretty watery. Squeeze out all the colors that you want to use. Just like that. And we're gonna slide our string back down and we're gonna start putting the lights onto the string. So I am going to start with red. And since I made 20 places for the light bulbs, I'm going to use 5 colors and I'm going to do 4 of each one. So I'm going to stick my thumb in the red and I'm going to put some red. Do this. And if you cover up your square, that's okay. 2. So my red got really watery. 3. And we'll do one more red. How about up here? And wipe it off. And then we'll do orange. So we'll do, how about one up here? And just do a quick down and back up so we don't smear it. Oops, like that. That's okay. Hand got stuck to the paper. Okay, now we have our orange. And again, you can wash your hands in between, but I'm just going to wipe it off with a paper towel. Let's start with some yellow. And some green. My green's kind of smearing. And finally, I'm going to finish mine with some blue. just like that. So I am gonna go wash off my hand because it is very covered in 5 different colors of paint, and I'm gonna let this dry. So if you have picked all your colors and you're done stamping your thumb down to make the lights, go wash your hands and we'll wait for our paper to dry. So after patiently waiting, my holiday lights are just about dry and they look like this. So I know I messed up this one a little bit, but that's what makes it unique. So now that you're finished, you can display it on the fridge, you could frame it, you could also fold it in half, something like that, and turn it into a holiday card for someone that you know, a friend, a family member, mom or dad, anyone that you think might like a nice holiday light card. So I think I am going to send mine to my mom. I'm going to fold it in half and send her a nice holiday light card because she loves to look at lights this time of year. So I would love to see what you do with yours. Please share with us in the comments what colors you use, what your lights look like. If maybe you made another string, you could also make another string going this way, diagonal the other way, and make a whole piece of paper full of holiday lights. I would love to see how yours turn out, so please share them with us, and remember to tune in next Friday for another video.